First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kudash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and GMS that teach us this word, and shalom unto the hopeful elect upon the four corners of this earth that's trying to make it up out of here. So this lesson that I want to bring out was going to be about how this evil kingdom America is gonna meet the same kingdom that Egypt met back in Exodus when Pharaoh was ruling that kingdom. Because you got to remember that America is a reincarnation of places in the past, such as Egypt, Babylon, Rome. And so Egypt being one of those places, I want to focus on that. And like I said, this place America is going to meet the same fate that Egypt did. I'm going to explain further on that in this lesson. But first off, I want to start off with Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 10. It says, "Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It had been already of old time, which was before us." So what that's saying is that there isn't anything new. Time repeats itself. There's always going to be, um, the cycle of time is always going to repeat itself. And in this example, America is a repetition of Egypt in the past, us being in captivity and our captive having that pride or not wanting to let us go, continuing to spread wickedness. And so what's going on right now? We're prophesying, we're trying to make it up out of here, but the difference of what in Egypt was that Pharaoh had the choice to let us go. He had the choice to let to let our people go with no fight. He could have just let us go. Everything would have been fine. But Pharaoh didn't do that. And so Pharaoh is a Pharaoh and the so-called white man or Esau who has us captive today show a lot of similarities because they both have that high-minded pride on them. But before I get into that, let me get Exodus chapter 8, verse 15. Because another correlation with Pharaoh and Esau today is that they'll see that these things are popping off. They'll see proof on why they should stop doing the things they're doing. Just like back when Moses and Aaron was showing Pharaoh the plagues, where he was showing the power that the Most High was giving Moses for Pharaoh to let the people go. And just like today, these prophecies are popping off, and Esau continues to ignore them because as soon as he'll see these prophecies and he'll have that fear in his heart, just like Moses had that fear in his heart when he started seeing the plagues. But as soon as things start to die down, both Pharaoh and Esau, they harden their heart again. So here, I'll get Exodus chapter 8, verse 15. It says, "But when Pharaoh saw that there was respite," and before I finish on with this, for context, the plague of the frogs had just taken place. And so after the plague of frogs, things start to die down, and there was relief for a second. That's what that word respite means. Respite means relief or a break. So it says, "But when Pharaoh saw that there was respite, he hardened his heart and hearkened not unto them, as the Lord Yahweh had said." So as soon as Pharaoh had rest, as soon as there wasn't a plague active, Pharaoh went right back to what he was doing before, just like Esau. He sees these prophecies and he has that fear in his heart. But then as soon as there's a resting time, there's a as soon as there isn't something on the front page popping off prophecy wise, Esau gets that pride again. He gets that same energy of wickedness back on him. It doesn't go away. It comes back over and over. And here I'll get and that's that pride that both Pharaoh and Esau had, because Pharaoh kept kept taking L's over and over, kept having plagues put up on him, and Esau is continuously taking L's today. These pharaohs keep, I mean, Salakia, these prophecies keep popping off. We keep taking W's. There's so much stuff going on today. There's so much proof that we're about to get up out of here, and Esau just isn't listening. Why? Because he's in rulership right now. He that all that power is going straight to his head. Here, I'll get Psalms chapter 10, verse 4. That power is going straight to his head. He's on a high because of that power. So it says, Psalms chapter 10, verse 4 says, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. So who does that sound like? That sounds like Esau. That sounds like Esau. He has that pride. He isn't worried about anything that's coming at him. He puffeth at his enemies. The Most High is in his mind. All that's in his mind is to spread his wickedness, is to spread his agenda. It's his power. He's power hungry. Here, I'll get verse 6 says, he had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. And just like Esau says that today, that's that mind Pharaoh had. Pharaoh felt like he was on top of the world. He felt like he didn't have to listen to nobody, even the Most High. But slowly but surely it kept getting proved more and more that he needed to listen, and it was too late. So here I'll get Exodus chapter 10 verse 3. It says, and Moses and Aaron came in unto Pharaoh and said unto him, thus said the Lord Yahweh of the Hebrews, how long wilt thou refuse to humble thyself before me? Let my people go, that they may serve me. So he asked Pharaoh, how long is it going to take before Pharaoh just gives up and humbles himself? That's something Pharaoh couldn't do. That's something Esau will never be able to do. He won't be able to humble himself. And the only way we're going to get him to do that is when we put him into slavery. Is when the tables get flipped. Then he won't have any choice but to humble himself. But Esau doesn't have to humble himself right now because he's in that power position. He feels like he's on top of the world just like Pharaoh did. And what happened to Pharaoh? Them plagues kept coming. And eventually the Most High had that massacre of killing all the firstborn. And then Pharaoh still had that pride on him. He still hardened his heart. He wanted to get revenge, and then he died along with all his men. That's what's gonna happen to Esau. He hardens his heart. He has that pride on him, and that's what's gonna be his downfall. In the last days, just like the Most High had the slaughter on all of Pharaoh's firstborn, the Most High is going to have the slaughter on all of the two-thirds and Esau in the last days with these missiles on all of the America. This whole kingdom is going to get shut down. That's that massacre that the Most High is going to put on this place, and that's why America is a reincarnation of Egypt. It goes hand in hand. The similarities match up. It's the same. These rulers got that same mindset of pride of being unmoved. That's what they feel like. They feel like they're a brick wall and nobody can touch them, nobody can move them. But there's nothing you can do against the Most High. The Most High can move anything he wants. What Esau can't get through his small brain is that the Most High created him. The Most High can do whatever he wants. If he wants to, he could shut all this down right now. But he has his script on how he wants to do things. And just like Pharaoh couldn't get it through his brain, the Most High had to prove it through brute force. That's what he's gonna do to this kingdom. He's gonna do the exact same thing. So hey, with that being said, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Muchak Vadash, and hey, Shalom.